Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. Today is Tuesday. It's the 18th day of October. It's International Legging Day. That's why I'm wearing these leggings over here.
You look so good, too.
I know, I'm not really wearing leggings. I want to make sure I say that, because if I don't, then somebody will say, I thought you were wearing leggings. National Chocolate Cupcake Day today.
Okay.
National No Beard Day today. Pro-Life Day of Silent Solidarity Day, National Pharmacy Technician Day today, and National Exascale Day today. And I'm not really sure what that is, so I'm going to Google that while I remind folks that it is a Tuesday, which means we also have a little thing called
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Yeah, that's Heidi's dad. He comes in every Tuesday or on the phone. He'll be in the studio, but usually it's on the phone. Funny thing is, he always says he's never coming back, and then he does every single time, so... National Exascale Day is proclaimed to observe exascales. It's something about.
Thank you for clearing that up.
It's apparently a computer, an exascale computer.
Okay.
So there you go. I think
there are some very smart people out there going, "Wow,
spent enough time on this." Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Who knew? Over half of us actually enjoy going to work. I'm one of them. I love doing what we do. According to a new survey, 2,000 U.S. office workers, they talked about returning to the office. 54% prefer heading to work rather than working from home. As far as the aspects of the office that people like the most, number one was tech equipment. Printers and scanners and all kinds of devices they just don't have at home. Followed by coworkers. They like being around people, Heidi. Work computers. They like having a computer just for work. Conversations that they have at the office and the fast internet connection.
Yeah.
Spokesperson from Industrious, which commissioned the survey, said the results show that in spite of the fact that there have been reports that make it seem like we'd all like to stay home and work from home forever, most people don't actually want to spend the next 10 years working from their couch at home.
Right.
So I get that. That makes sense.
I get that.
All right. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know new research suggests many sellers on Amazon are being less than honest? Say it isn't so. A collaborative U.S. study found that over a quarter of vacuum cleaners sold on Amazon have at some point pretended to offer a discount when the price was actually higher. Mm-hmm. Many dealers were found to add previously unadvertised list prices, crossing out the more expensive list price, giving shoppers the impression they're getting a better deal. This practice signals to shoppers that they're taking advantage of a discount when they're actually paying up to 23% more on average. Study authors saw sellers of digital cameras, blenders, drones, and books employing the same misleading strategy. So just because you think it's on sale doesn't mean it really is. So I don't know. We recently got an item that Heidi found on the internet, and we saw a video of how awesome it was going to be, and then we got it.
And it was not awesome.
She sent it back.
Yes, I did.
It was a battery-powered chainsaw. So if you see one of those, and you go,
don't buy it.
That looks amazing. I could cut half a branch, and then I had to get another battery and cut another half of a branch.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, but it looks so slick online.
And I felt bad. So I was like, Heidi, I feel bad telling you this, but it just doesn't work. She's like, I can return it. I'm like, oh, could you please? All right. We don't know everything, but now we know this. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. On Good Morning America, Ken Jennings and Mayim Bialik spoke about the pressures of stepping up to the podium to share hosting duties in the wake of Alec Trebek's passing. The iconic game show aired for 39 seasons, but this will be the first full season without the longtime host. Jennings has led the charge since September and will continue until January, when Bialik will take over through the end of the season. Former Jeopardy champ said that hosting is harder than being a contestant because you basically have to do everything the contestant does, plus manage the game for them, plus manage the game for the home viewer. For Bialik, the hardest part is hosting the show is learning to tone down her excitement and not to make faces when contestants get the answer right. That would be tough.
Yeah.
Because you got to pretend like, we'll find out after this.
Trebek made it look so easy,
he really
didn't he?
Yeah.
He
Jamie
was
Lee
something
Curtis
else.
is in the news. Her character might have been offended by being called old in the first Freaky Friday, but now she wants to be the old grandma who switches places in a sequel. She first got the hopes of fans up last week when she said, absolutely, I would do another Freaky Friday. The guest on The View at the time revealed that she's trying to make that happen. So that's kind of cool.
Okay.
We had her on the program not too long ago, and she's in another Halloween movie right now.
She's in my favorite movie.
Yeah, she's in a lot of stuff. Very
My
nice lady.
all-time favorite, A Fish Called Wanda.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah?
is. I told her that. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At BetterCreditCards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Quiet quitting was a big buzzword a month or two ago, but the new thing to do is let it rot. Sounds nice, doesn't it?
Let it
rot. Is Mandarin by Ian. Is Mandarin is the thing that's making its way around China. Apparently, this is what they do. It's described as the mindset of leaning into self-indulgence and away from life expectations that seem neither meaningful nor attainable. In terms of work, let it rot is like quiet quitting's more destructive brother.
Okay.
Rather than encouraging employees to complete just the basic requirements of their job description and nothing extra in a bid to insert boundaries, let it rot is about tapping out altogether.
Tapping out.
It is believed to come from Ian basketball tactic when a losing team stops trying to win in order to more rapidly just bring the game to an end.
Okay.
So they literally like pass the ball to the other guys and go, just get it over with. Let's just be done. So I think that sounds like a bad idea. At work, at play, everywhere. Just put your heart into something. And how about the latest dating trend? You've heard of cuffing season? I've not heard of that.
I haven't either, but I'd like to know more.
It's the time. Here, I'll tell you. It's the time of year when single couples with short-term partners, they cozy up and get comfortable with them through the cold, winter, lonely months. But it's just for that. So now comes winter coating. That's when people hit up those that they've dated, they've hooked up with, or even been a full-blown relationship to convert them into a seasonal partner just for the winter.
Okay.
Just as we brush off our winter coats and shove them back in the closet, first sign of spring, ex-lovers can then be ex-lovers again. Cast them off as soon as spring kicks in. Experts at dating site Inner Circle say the winter coating is set to rise this year as singles look for old flames who can share the increased cost of living.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm not single. Thanks for listening. And many other people are too. They're like, yeah, that would be terrible.
That would be awful.
John hitting on me all the time. Just, thank you, Heidi, for taking one for the team. All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not $50, $15. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We reach out to my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
And look who's Charlie's here again. How you doing, Charlie?
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I know. He keeps saying he's never coming back, and then here he is. We're glad to have you, by the way. I want you to know
Maybe
that.
I never left.
Yeah, it could be.
Been hiding out in the basement.
Well, we love it when you're here. It's always fun to have you in the studio.
No, you don't. You're lying to me.
No,
again.
I'm serious. I love it.
We
I don't have to dial a
absolutely do.
phone number. I don't have to wear headphones. I mean, it's great. So this is so much better.
Okay, I'll believe you.
It is a lot better. So what kind of cool stuff do you have for us today, Charlie?
Well, probably better stuff than we had the last couple of weeks.
No, it's not going to take much.
Hey, did you know there's a smoke alarm for the deaf?
Oh, that's a good idea. Does it flash?
No, it works by spraying vaporized wasabi into the air.
Oh, wow. I suppose then you
So
would
it'll
smell it.
burn their eyes.
That's like a hot sauce or something, isn't it? Wasabi?
That seems like cruel and unusual punishment to
It
me.
does seem kind of cruel. But I suppose it probably works really well. You smell it.
I bet it does.
And then, did you know in the 90s, half of the world's CDs were made for AOL?
America Online. They used to mail those out. Remember that?
I used one of them once
Did you really? What'd you
Yep.
use it for?
to go online.
Did you really?
You did?
How'd that go?
Well,
I don't think I believe you. I don't think you know how to go online.
Where do you think he gets these facts, Heidi? He probably gets them from America Online.
is that something I can go to and get some facts?
I don't know. They probably still have some stuff.
I don't
there.
think that's America Online.
Yeah, the AOL, that was what America Online was.
gosh.
And there are still some people have their AOL email account.
Okay, did you know then until 2015 it was illegal to dance in Japan after midnight?
No kidding.
Really?
That's pretty cool to know that.
And after that,
Yeah.
all broke loose.
All this dancing after midnight.
Darn kids.
Yeah, and their crazy music.
Then back in 1997, a cargo ship lost 4.8 million Lego bits
Oh, no.
in a storm.
Wow.
And they're still washing up today on the beach.
Oh, my
Really?
goodness.
Wonder if anyone down in Florida washing up.
Free Legos.
Free Legos.
Huh.
If you want to comb the beach for Legos.
Yeah.
4.8 million, that's a lot of Lego.
That is a lot of
Are they all the
Legos.
same color or are they different
No,
colors?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting stuff.
$4.8 million worth or 4.8 million Lego
Legos.
pieces? If it was the other way around, you'd be looking for those same two pieces forever, but
They're not that.
they're
No.
pretty expensive.
Yeah, not that.
How long has it been since you bought Legos?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I know you know nothing about sports.
No.
Do you know the difference between a football and a basketball?
Yeah.
Well, I
No.
in a lineup, I could point them out. The orange one's basketball.
Okay. There's a fictitious Hall of Fame formed in 2013. Now, this is fictitious.
Okay.
You know who some of the inductees are?
Who's that?
Rocky Balboa,
Oh, nice.
Mr.
Miyagi?
Miyagi,
Okay.
and Happy Gilmore.
Nice.
They're all in the Hall of Fame.
Well, that's
Okay.
cool. Why is it fictitious? Because they're all fictitious
Because-
people?
Because they're fictitious characters.
Well, that's cool.
Because it's made up.
They're all made up characters. Well, I'm glad they made it to the Hall of Fame.
Me too.
I'm sure their
They deserve it.
Fictitious fans appreciate that.
Hey, then I got one last thing here for you.
All right, what do you got, Charlie?
We'll end on a sad note.
Oh,
Oh.
In India, poor women are being trafficked and duped into selling their skin for cosmetic surgery,
yikes.
for breast enhancement and penis enlargement.
Yikes. So
Yeah, that's not good.
they're taking their skin?
Yes.
Yikes, that is awful.
That's
That is kind of a
pretty
downer,
disgusting.
Charlie.
That really
Well, I told
is.
you it was going to end on a sad note.
Well, let's try to brighten things up here with something a little more fun. How about this? I have a question for you.
Okay.
Almost all varieties of breakfast cereal are made from this. Almost all varieties of breakfast cereal are made from this. What is it?
Almost all of them?
Almost all of them are made from this.
You mean like oats or corn or something?
Yeah, but what is it? What do you think that most of them are made of?
Oats.
What did you
Oats.
say? What did you say, Heidi?
Oats.
And Charlie, you said
Oats.
You're both wrong.
Corn.
No, almost all varieties of breakfast cereal are made of grass.
What?
Yeah, so it'd be like, I'm thinking wheat, like wheatgrass.
We're not eating shredded wheat. That's
Well, there you
grass.
go. That kind of looks like grass. You ever have muesliks? I had some muesliks one time. It looked like somebody raked the yard and dumped it in my bowl. I was like, this can't possibly really be cereal, could it?
Is it as good as Milk-Bone?
No, I've not had milk bone. I know you have. I've not
should
done
try
that.
it.
I should. Well, one of these days.
Pretty good.
Well, Charlie, it's always a pleasure to have you in the studio. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can for a little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Dr. Seuss wrote Green Eggs and Ham to win a bet with his publisher who thought he could
I
not
knew
compete a book
this.
with only 50 words. Yeah, there's 50 individual words in
Yeah,
the book,
that's
Green
cool.
Eggs and Ham. So if you feel like it's repetitive, now you know why.
Now you know why.
Yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The bottom of the Grand Canyon is above sea level. Hard to think of, but it is. Isn't that weird?
Oh, yeah, that is weird.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
95% of the creatures on Earth are smaller than a chicken egg. So that's 95%. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Roughly 33% of cats are not affected by catnip. I don't think I am.
You're
Oh,
not a cat.
I'm also not a cat. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
A soap bubble is 10,000 times thinner than the average human hair. Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
that, John?
The Japanese term for a shotgun wedding is a dekekata kekahan, which translates literally to, oops, we did it marriage.
Okay.
I'm sure I nailed it, by the way, with my
I'm sure
Japanese.
you did. That was spot on.
Yeah, all right. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
How much do you pay for your wireless phone? Some people spend hundreds of dollars every month for their family. That's crazy! Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month. Not 50, 15, 1-5. Yeah, $15 a month for premium wireless. It's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can keep your same phone number. You may even be able to keep your same phone. Find out now at Mintervention.com. Learn more and sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay! It's brought to you by Mintervention.com. Heidi, here's your question. The better looking you are, the more you'll have this negative thing happen to you. What is it? The better
Get
looking
hit on
you
by
are,
strangers.
the more you'll have this negative thing happen. No. The more attractive you are, the more people lie to you about themselves, trying to impress you.
Yeah, I
That's why
suppose.
everybody is so honest with me. I've never had a single person lie to me. It's crazy. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A grocery shopper in California has filed a class action lawsuit against a company called T.W. Garner Food Company, alleging false advertising over their Texas Pete brand of hot sauce. What's his issue with Texas Pete? Well, it's not from Texas. It's from North Carolina. Yeah, Philip White of Los Angeles claims that he was under the impression this Texas Pete hot sauce was produced in Texas when he bought the $3 bottle in 2021. White relied upon the language and images displayed on the front label of the product at the time of the purchase, understood it to be a Texas product. The complaint said the label has the famed white Lone Star from the Texas flag, together with a lassoing cowboy, which are images White assumed to be distinctly Texan. The lawsuit stated White was later surprised to learn that Texas Pete is not a product of Texas, but it's from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. They readily admit that on the website. So I don't know how this is going to end, but really, dude? All right, it's $3. I would just give you the $3. I'll give you $5. How's that? Double your money. I'll give you $6. All right. Weird news brought to you by Weird
People
Gift.
will sue for anything.
Yeah, that's true. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A Reddit thread asked people to reveal a horrible movie that they started watching but they couldn't even finish. So one guy says, my mom recorded Tyler Perry's A Medea Family Funeral, and he said it was so terrible he couldn't make it through. I've not seen that one, so I don't know. Another person said, The Mummy 3. I loved the Mummy series. I love Brendan Fraser, but this thing was a hot pile.
I love Brendan Fraser.
Another person said the 50 Shades of Grey movie. They said I was out of there right away. They're like, this is just terrible.
Can you think of one?
I probably
couldn't. Actually, I bet you can't because there's not ever been a single movie that you haven't.
I watched them to the end.
Finished.
The Robin Hood movie from 2018, Ghostbusters female remake,
That's
Marvel's
what I was
Eternals,
gonna say right there.
The Emoji movie, and about 75% of the movies that I start watching on Netflix. Another person said so. No, I actually do.
Oh yeah, a lot of those Netflix movies.
I hang
like,
in there because I'm like, oh,
can't.
it's gonna get better. And then I'll go to bed like an hour later, and Heidi's like, how'd that movie end? I'm like, yeah, it didn't get
It
better.
was up. I was like,
I gave it a shot. I'm a very positive thinking dude. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
In good times and not so good times, it's a good idea to be responsible when it comes to spending. At bettercreditcards.com, we're excited to see our friends like you get a better credit card to fit your needs. Some people like cards with the lowest possible interest rate. Others like cards with no annual fee. And some people like cards with points and perks to take advantage of all the extras available. Whatever you're looking for, we hope you find it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. Bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Quote today is from Andy Rooney. Andy Rooney said, the average dog is a nicer person than the average person.
that is true. I would agree with that completely.
I agree with that too. Andy Rooney had a lot of fun things that he said, so I like that. The average dog is a nicer person than the average person.
That's true.
I like that. It's the quote of the day.
Sadly.
It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. Like so many of our good news stories, they start with something really sad, and then there's this positive little twist. So the sad thing is, a police officer, Sierra Burton, was killed in the line of duty, and that this happened on September 18th. She was just 28 years old. She joined the police department 4 years ago. Now, here's the part that is the positive, the happy part. There was, during her funeral, the lieutenant of the police department had a really nice thing that he was showing, and it was something that was delivered to the police department.
Okay.
And this is the part that's really cool. It says, this gift was a wrinkled, dirty, well-used envelope, and it had 8 $1 bills stuffed inside of it. And there were 4 words scribbled on the front of this envelope. People from the street. So this was a donation to this family from people who are homeless, who have absolutely nothing. And they scratched up $8 to give to this family. And the thing that's really cool, it says, there have been many valuable gifts given in honor of Sierra. However, none, and I mean none, are more valuable than the gift of 8 $1 bills in a dirty white envelope.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that amazing? The act of kindness has sparked a movement in the community. Now they're rallying behind the homeless population. And one of the residents that was touched was Amber Connolly. She made a call out on Facebook saying, hey, let's get some donations. Let's help these people. And she said, ask and you shall receive. There have been more donations in the last 12 hours than we've had in the last 3 days.
Yeah, wow.
And there's things like blankets and coats and tents and water and a whole lot of cool stuff. Now, the mother of the slain officer stepped out and said, my daughter would have loved helping these people and reaching out. Everyone feels so hopeless. And I feel like now it's unfortunate this year is gone, but this is the best legacy you could ever leave behind, is people showing kindness to other people in honor of my daughter.
Yeah,
Isn't that
beautiful.
just great?
I love that.
I've got a link to the story. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.